Okay. Oh. Oh, hey. It's me, Brozard Jr. I was trying to do this live stream a little bit earlier, but got interrupted by a very important phone call. Um, just got a wonderful job offer I was hoping to get, so that is very exciting. Um, yeah, just, had to deal with that, make some phone calls, and get all of that situated. So I'm here now. Again, I don't think many people will be here. This is a little earlier than I usually stream, but I got the box and I'm just super excited to get it open. I've got other things going on tonight, so hey, we're here now. Gonna open some Innistrad Midnight Hunt, newest set in Magic. This one is specifically about werewolves. The next set coming out later this year will be focusing more on vampires. But hey, if you know Magic and Innistrad, it still has all the fun humans, spirits, zombies, angels. It's got a couple dragons in there, and then of course mostly werewolves and a few vampires as well. So super excited. This is the third time we have been on the plane. The first time was with original Innistrad, Dark Ascension, and Avacyn Restored, and then we returned there. I believe it was 2016 with Eldritch Moon and oh, Jawsy Horror or something like that. I can't remember the set name right now. I'm sorry. And now we're back. It's one of my favorite planes in all of Magic history. I've got a set booster box right over here. So again, without any further ado, I'm going to open my first box of Magic on stream. Here we go. All right, we've got the box. Here we are. Again, I'm super excited. I love Innistrad. It's such a great set. As many have said, the original Innistrad set was one of the best to draft and to just play with. A lot of the fun mechanics. You get flashback, and you had some fun ones like Undying and Persist, and just some great. You got Transform with werewolves and all of that fun stuff. You got some fun spirit synergy and lots of zombies and humans. So if you like any of those archetypes, Innistrad is the set for you. Ooh, love it. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and start opening up. For those of you who do not know, and these are different from some of the other games I've done Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon so far, a set booster box is a little different. It's a Magic only thing. I'm sure a few of the other card games have similar fancy packs that they can open. Booster drafts are specifically for drafting, or draft boosters, I should say. They're specifically for you crack open a pack, you pick a card, you pass it, get the next pack from the person next to you, you pick a card from that, and you do that 2 more times until all the cards are gone. Well, I should say you do that 2 more times with the packs until all cards are gone each in the packs. And then you build a constructed or limited deck with that. And you can also have limited where you have 6 packs and you just open up all 6, you get what you get from there, and you build the deck off of that. Set boosters are different. There's a little less in the box, but there's more chances for rares, and they're more for people like me who don't do a lot of drafting, but more just like to open up packs. You get kind of a theme with some of the cards, and then, like I said, you can get some additional rares, more alternate art cards, and then they have a thing called the list where they have some older. Oh no, everything is going terrible today. I am all over the place. Good heavens. And now we're upside down, so we're gonna give you a quick preview of everything that's going on. Whoop, hang on. Flip up, flip over, flip over. Oh my goodness, this is going not great. Okay, there we go. You get a little sneak peek at my janky setup, because I knocked my camera over. But as I was saying, there's old reprint cards from Magic's past that you can get in these called From the List. They have a list of certain cards you can get, so that's what that is. That's not a guaranteed amount, but it's typically about 7 or so per box. So hopefully we can get that around there, and they vary in their goodness. And you also get these fun art cards with every pack, where it's just some random cards throughout the set that they do a special art card, and there's, I don't remember the percentage, it was a low percentage chance that you'll get one that's signed by the artist in gold signing, and those are, usually worth a little bit. And then we got our fun basic lands, I should say, with the full art. Super cool and spooky. And let's just get going. Candletrap, stuffed bear, gotta love it. Head Witch's Mask, Candlegrove Witch, Storm Skrillex, nice. Seize the Storm, okay, nice. Let's see, I gotta start making my color pie here. With Magic, they have the color pie, so on the back you got white, blue, black, red, green, so I'm going to try to do that with my cards. Colorless will go over here. I'll have multicolored in the middle. We got this is our first werewolf and an alternate art. So we got the transform. Another alternate art. Darwin Arns. Mysterious Tome, another transform card. Transforms to Chilling Chronicles. We'll put that up with the blue. Adjustment Geist, our first rare. Spirit Synergy, Spirit Knight. Other spirits get +1/+1. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 1 less to cast. That's always nice. Rares will go over here. Nice rare pile. Ooh, and we got Tolavar, Dire Overlord. Oh, that's awesome. Then we got our token. Nice. So, like I said, I got 2 rares from that, which is way cool. And he is... So, for Magic, there are lots of different ways to play. I mentioned some like limited and constructed and stuff like that. There's the standard and modern and all that fun stuff. But one of the most popular fun ways that I play most is called Commander, where you make a singleton format deck and you have one legendary creature that is your commander, and all creatures and colors and spells need to match what the commander is. I just built I had a werewolf deck beforehand and had to deconstruct it because it wasn't super great until this guy came out and made werewolf commander pretty decent. And so now I get to replace the one I have with that alternate art. That's really cool. And it's foil. And he is worth, looking at TCG Player, his market is about $3, but as low as $3 for listings, but his market price is about $6. So, hey, not too shabby. Not the best you can get. Right now, Renin 7 is the best card currently. Ooh, some fun. Art card there, Forest, basic. But yeah, Ren 7 is a Planeswalker. So far, the highest costing card in the set. We've got Arlen as the showcase that's right behind there. So we'll see what fun, great cards we can get, but I just love Magics. So, and I just like to play the game, so here we go. Revenge of the Drowned, that's freaky. That's the thing about Innistrad, it's really close if anyone knows Bloodborne. I like to describe it to that, or like Eldritch horror things, Lovecraftian kind of stuff is a little taken from here, or just traditional horror. Innistrad gets a lot of things from that. Foul Pledge, try to keep the power to less. Investigate's a mechanic that came back. Got our vampire again. Voldaren Ambusher, always nice. Oh, we got a rare, and this is from the Commander decks that came out with this set, because it's got a little different symbol here. Visions of Dread. Target opponent's a creature card from their choice, from their graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Very nice, and I'll be going over how to play with Magic later on. Like I said, I'm still working on making those videos so people can understand how the game works a little better when I talk about these cards. Belvedere Survivor, nice. Burn Down the House. Choose one. Burn Down the House does 5 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. Nice, gets both. Or you can create 3 1/1 red devil creature tokens with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. They gain haste until end of turn. Very nice. Just a fun. Do some crazy damage stuff. So we got a foil, Eaten Alive. Way cool. Look at the zombie eating a dude. And, we got a list card. You can tell it's a list card because, one, it probably has a very different symbol from a different set. I believe that's Gatecrash from Ravnica, but it also has little magic symbol down here in the corner, so you know it's not standard, legal, but still fun. So this is our first list card. For 2 blue and a black, you got a sorcery. Put a 1/1 blue and black horror creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And it has Cipher, and I don't want to go into that ability because that one's a little confusing. But that's okay. And that's the fun thing with Magic, similar to Digimon. I guess Digimon's similar to Magic, but each color in Magic has a very unique style to it, and they all have their different traits and aspects that make them unique and apart from one another, and ways why you'd want to play that color as opposed to others. Howl of the Hunt. Duel for dominance. We got the commander dude versus Arlen. Cord right there, dueling it out over who's the right pack leader for the werewolves. Flare of Faith. Arcane Infusion. And we got a reprint here from one of the original Ravnicas. Thermo Alchemist. Fun. Candle Grove Witch again, but in alternate art. Always fun. Ooh, haven't gotten you yet. Death Bonnet Sprout. He's a fun little guy. You can transform into Death Bonnet Hulk. Becomes a 3/3. Fun with graveyard shenanigans. Got our alternate art werewolf here with Trample. Always good. Trample's always a fun mechanic. Keeps things interesting. We got a mythic rare. I guess I should say with Magic we have our commons, which are black. We have our uncommons, which are the silver here. We have our rare, which is gold, and every pack is going to get you at least one rare. Even if you're doing draft, you always have the thing with one rare, or it can be replaced with a mythic rare. Very nice. We got Puppet Stitcher, 2 and a blue. For a 2/3 human wizard, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. That means it can't block, and when it attacks, you sacrifice it at the end of combat. It doesn't sound super great, but hey, I've played against a couple of decks with focusing on zombies and Decayed, and it was pretty nasty. Also, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 3 or more creature tokens, you may transform him, and he transforms into Puppet Factory. Creature tokens you control lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 3/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may transform it. So you can make a bunch of 2/2 Decayeds and then make them 3/3 just straight up zombies instead of Decayed. That's nice. We got a foil Silver Bolt. Way cool. I'm going to stick him over with my foils. And we have another list card, Frost Titan. Awesome. A 4 blue for a 6/6. Whenever Frost Titan becomes the target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 2. When Frost Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, tap target permanent. It doesn't untap during its controller's next end step. Frost Titan is part of a series of Titan cards. You got Frost Titan, Inferno Titan, Primeval Titan, Sun Titan, and Zombie Titan, or Zombie Hulk, something like that. There's one for each of the colors, and they're all 6 mana for a 6/6, and whenever they enter or attack, they have an ability that triggers. Ooh, we got some fun werewolf art there. We got a swamp, and here we go. Moonrager Slash, very nice. Homestead Courage. Unruly Mob. Blessed Defiance. Cathartic Pyre. Purifying Dragon, so we got some dragons going on here, taking care of some zombies. Ooh, Haunted Ridge. These are some nice alternate lands, or some dual lands. They were great because usually you can only play 1 land per turn, and typically it only taps for the 1 color of mana, but this one can tap for either black or red, and if you control 2 or more, it enters untapped, so you can just start using that right away. So that is pretty awesome. We got Bait Hook Angler, way cool. We'll transform into Hook Haunt Drifter, very nice. Veteran transforms into Luminous Phantom, very nice. And we got Smoldering Egg. Oops, I got a token back here. 1 and a red for a Defender 0/4 Dragon Egg. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Then, if Smoldering has 7 or more Ember counters on it, remove them and transform Smoldering Egg. And it transforms into Ashmoth Dragon, 4/4 flying. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, he deals 2 damage to any target. Very nice. And then we got a foil card here, so very nice. But let's see here. Alright. So if I remember right, with set boosters, I don't remember how many cards happen for these anymore, but I know you get a certain amount of the themed cards. You get your art card, your land card, and then you get a showcase card, which is those alternate arts like this one here, something fancy, and then you also get a wild card, which I believe was our Haunted Ridge, because that can be a rare. So you can get a rare from your showcase and your wild card. You get an automatic rare spot, and then you can also get a list card, or maybe the showcase one you can't get rare or something, I don't know, but you can get up to 4 rares with a set booster, which makes it more interesting compared to a draft booster for people like me, where you just like to open packs and see what you get. Rays of Effigy, Snarling Wolf, Sacred Fire, Sunrise Cavalier. Okay, I think this is the showcase card because it's got the fun alternate art, transforms in Stalking Predator, which this is interesting. This is the first time on Innistrad that I believe werewolves haven't just been red-green, so that's kind of cool. We got some in black, and I think I saw one in white. I don't know if we have any blue, though. And maybe that was the wild, and this is the showcase. Either way. Oh, hey, that's funny. We just got the same card twice, just different arts. I guess I should show, so start off as a 2/5, and then transforms into a 6/5. And then we got Tireless Hauler. And I guess this is our rare, so I don't remember the order of things or how it works. Haunted Ridge, hey, we just got that, but this is not the full art. And we've got a nice little foil. And we have our Daybound and Nightbound, which matters with our werewolves. Werewolves start off as on the human side, and they enter and it becomes daytime, or daybound. And then if a player doesn't cast any spells during their turn on the next player's upkeep or on their turn, or however that works with the new mechanic, they transform, it becomes Nightbound, and if they have the Nightbound mechanic, as long as it's nighttime, they enter in on their night side. So if it's nighttime when I play this card, he'll enter in already transformed as his werewolf side, which is a lot nicer than how it used to be, because before it was just if you don't cast anything they transform, but now they can enter in on that side. But then if it's nighttime and a player, including yourself, casts 2 or more spells, it turns back to daytime. So you have to keep track of who's playing how many spells with werewolves if you're interested in that. Burning the Accursed, terrifying. Immolation. Pestilent Wolf. Bounding Wolf, he's got flash, so it can help with not casting too many spells on your turn. Sunset Revelry. Revelry. That's a hard word for me to say fast. Gavany Downguard. We got, Fangblade Brigand. Transforms into Fangblade, oh goodness, Eviscerator. I'm having a hard time, my brain's all over the place, but this is a fun one. Can give itself +1/+0, and first strike can give creatures +2/+0, so really aggressive, great fun for, aggro decks. Got another transform card. Man, it gives me a bunch of transforms card in red. Maybe that's something new with this one. And then we've got Spell Ruin Painter, and we got another mythic rare of Sunstreak Phoenix. 2 red for a 4/2 flying phoenix. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as it enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you may pay 1 in a red. If you do, you return the phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Phoenixes always have a way to come back to the battlefield. That makes them Great. We got a shiny Lamholt Harrier and Moon Mist. This is from original Innistrad, which is great that they have this as one of the list cards. Transform all humans, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to this turn by creatures other than werewolves and wolves. This is a great card, because in original Innistrad, it was harder to transform your werewolf creatures, so that's just a great card to have, and it's great to see it again in this set, so that makes me happy. Alright, moving on. Got our art card. Lady playing with zombies. Dead bodies. Got a Swamp. Got a little devil guy that likes day-night changing, does deal damage to people. Festival Crasher, little devil with a pumpkin. Path to the Festival, searching up lands. Pax Betrayal. I don't fully know the story here, but Toverall is a big aggressive pack leader, and I guess he's taken away from Arlen here, which is real sad. So hopefully that works out. I need to look up more into the actual story lore. Dawnhart Wardens, Dawnhart Mentor. Oh, we got a rare here. So this is, I guess, our wild card or showcase. I don't know, but hey, we got a rare from it. Suspicious Stowaway. 1 into blue for a human rogue werewolf. So we do have werewolf in blue. Okay. 1/1. Suspicious Stowaway can't be blocked. Always nice. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, so you get to loot. And we have, he becomes green. Nice. Seafaring Werewolf, 2/1, can't be blocked. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, just draw a card. Very nice. That's a fun little guy there. And we got Dawnhart Rejuvenator. I think we got Mentor. Okay. Shady Traveler, and this next one should be our rare. It is. Wake to Slaughter. 3 red and a black. Choose up to 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. An opponent chooses one of them. Return that card to your hand. Return the other to the battlefield under your control. It gains haste. Exile at the beginning of your next end step, and it has flashback. Oop. And then we've got Harvesttide Infiltrator as a foil. Very nice. And then we've got a Devil token, which we have a card that makes 1/1 devil tokens like that, so nice to know. Magic makes a lot of tokens comparatively to a lot of other card games out there. I don't think Pokemon makes any tokens. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Makes some, and Digimon has very few, but that's also the newest game of them. Ooh, spooky planes. Alright, No Way Out. Dire Garf Horde, zombies. We got more zombies. Got a theme of zombies and wolfies here. Contortionist Trope, nice. Join the Dance. My wife thinks this reminds her of the scene in Prince of Egypt. Come dance with me. Makes me laugh. Ritual of Hope. Hey, we got Kessig Naturalist, a great card for werewolf decks. Red and green for 2/2. And when he attacks, you get to add mana. Very nice. And we got the fun alternate art of it. He's a great card. Burly Breaker for a 6/5 with Ward 1, and then becomes an 8/7 with Ward 3. Always great for werewolves. Big beat stick. Curse of Silence. We've got curses again in this Innistrad. We had them before. Enchant player for 1 white. As Curse of Silence enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen name enchanted player casts cost 2 more to cast. Whenever enchanted player casts a spell of the chosen name, you may sacrifice Curse of Silence. If you do, draw a card. This isn't too bad for a standard game against somebody if you know they've got a high casting spell or just one that they want to get out and you know they have it in their deck. Fun one to play out. Make it harder for them to play, and then you can draw a free card off of it. So, nice. Oops. Need to stick you over with rares. And then our foil, we've got More Truck Behemoth, big zombie giant, 7/6. There you go. And then we've got a, this is a, what's it called? It's a transform card, so you can have this in your deck if you're playing standard or limited or anything like that. Well, I guess any format, you can have this in your deck if you don't have sleeves, because it has the regular magic back. So if I had Kessig Naturalist, I can't have him in my deck because I could see I'm going to draw him. So you put this, instead you write the day bound and the night bound name of it and stick it in your deck, so you can still play the card without cheating, which is always nice. But the easiest way to do that is just play with sleeves, and that way it keeps your cards nice and safe. Anyway, we got our art card there, Spooky Island. Rotten Reunion. Now, to some of you, the art might look familiar, and that makes me laugh. I love the humor they have sometimes. That's great. Anyway, Crawl from the Cellar, Abandon the Post. Oh, wolfies are attacking. Cathar's Call, Defend of Celestis, Borrowed Time, Candlegrove Witch again, Mystic Skull. Get to get some mana off of it, but it also, you can pay 5 and transform it to make it a 5/6, and lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. That's always nice for mana fixing. We've got Champlain of Alms, nice, transforms into Champlain Geist, I think we've seen that one, and we've got Jadar, Ghoul Color of Nephilia, 1/1 for a 1 and a black human wizard. At the beginning of your end step, if you control no creatures with Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature with token with Decayed. Okay. Not the best, but, you know, something fun. Ecstatic Awakener. Nice little foil boy there, and we've got his... Ooh, he turns into a demon. Spooky. And then we got a little token of a human, the pumpkin. He's so happy. He's like, yeah, I got it. Alright, I'm gonna organize my, not organize, but I'm gonna straighten up my piles here, because it's driving me crazy. We have a lot of white and red cards, a good amount of green, a little bit of black, and not much blue. But hey, that just happens with set boosters. You never know what you're gonna get. Draft boosters, they're a little better with having a good range of all of the colors, so you have more to choose from. Though set boosters, like I said, they do the themes, so they'll tend to focus on a color or a mechanic for the pack. So you sometimes get a lot more of one color than the others. But hey, like I said, it's all in good fun. I used to pull from the back for the tokens, but I can't do that anymore with set boosters, because it might be a list card or something. I don't want to spoil that sooner. Hobbling Zombie, Siege Zombie, Silver Bolt, stick you over with those. Sun Gold Barrage, Loyal Griff, I'll get Trainer, got Bird Admirer, nice Werewolf with Reach, transforms into a Werewolf with Reach. I guess it was still a werewolf, but Overwhelmed Archivist, whoopsies, transforms into Archive Hunt, which is funny because I've got Bird Admirer, so I guess that's a showcase or wild card, I'm not sure. Can't Stay Away is our rare, white and a black for a sorcery. Return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains if this creature would die, exile it instead, and it has Flashback. Nice. Flashback is a fun mechanic because you can play the same spell from your graveyard, just a little more expensive. And we have Oregon Hoarder, zombie foil. Yep, and with the set boosters you get these little games that you can play with the packs, but if I had younger kids or something, or other people, maybe I would play those games for fun, but I just want to open packs, so no thanks. Hey! Got our first autograph card! Way cool. Alright, I'm gonna put that off the rares, because that's rare that it happens. Awesome, awesome. Larder Zombie, he's trying to get that brain real bad. Poor little zombie. More Crowd Behemoth again, Blood Pact, I'm guessing another zombie theme. Oh no, we got human here, so I don't know what the theme of this one is. Oh, we got Renin 7, just, well, he's in the art, not the actual card, I wish. Because he's saying, pleased to meet you, 7. Thing about Renin 7 is we got Renin 6 in Modern Horizons, which was a not standard legal set, and then he's all of a sudden in Innistrad with 7, Renin 7 instead of Renin 6. So I don't know what his story is, but he's always been good. He was really good as Renin 6, and Renin 7, he's good as well. So just a good Planeswalker card. Brood Weaver, Showcase card, Hound Tamer. I got a little fruit fly in here, driving me crazy. Untamed Pup, 4/4 trample, helps other werewolves and wolves have trample. Always good to see for archetype with that. Harvesttide Infiltrator, Ecstatic Awakener, that's the guy who turns into demon, I believe. Yep. And we got Curse of Leeches, our rare. 2 and a black for an Aura Curse. Enchant player. As this permanent transforms into Curse of Leeches, attach it to a player. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, they lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. It has Daybound, so the mechanic I was talking about earlier, if it becomes Nightbound, it transforms into Leeching Lurker. A 4/4 lifelink, and then if it becomes Daybound, it goes back to Curse of Leeches, so get some fun little things with that. Harvesttide Sentry as our foil, and we got a Beast token as our token. So the token spot can either be a token, it can be a list card, or it can be an ad, which those are annoying, or the little game ones. I would rather a token over an ad, but I'd rather a list card over all those. Ooh, this is the fun demon that some people are saying are sucky, but I think it's good because you can draw cards off of him. Forest, I was an Oculist, Blade Brand, get to draw a card, nice. Voldaren Stinger, nice. Gavin Silversmith, Rise of the Ants, Turn the Earth, get to return things back. Harvesttide Infiltrator, Dawnheart Rejuvenator, I think we've seen you a few times now. Glade Grifter, and for our rare, Vanquish the Horde. Ooh, this is a board wipe. 6 white for a sorcery. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield, and it just does destroy all creatures. So, if you're playing the right format or against the right decks, you can just have a clear the board for 2 white mana, which is wonderful. That was Oculist, hey, we had you earlier. And his Spirit as our token. Alright. I don't know if the draft boosters have this, but I love how they're doing that now. Digimon was doing that, and I love opening packs like that. It's so much easier. Make sure the cards don't get hurt. Ooh, we got Teferi. Planeswalker favorite, Forest card, and here we go. Predator, Famished Foragers, Search Party Captain. Oops, I put blue up there. What am I thinking? There's some Cathars, Witherboom Blessing, nice. Or Witherhorn Blessing, excuse me. It's a different card. Rootcoil Creeper, ooh, creepy. Yeah. So I guess for our showcase, our wild card, we've got Jadar, Ghoulcaller, Nephilia again, but alternate art. Fun. Ambitious Farmhand, which can transform into Seasoned Cathar. Ooh, 3/3 with lifelink. Not bad. We've got Tavern Ruffian, and then for our rare, we have Augur of Autumn, which is a 1 green for a 2/3 human druid. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may play land cards from the top of your library, and it has Coven Witches as long as you control 3 or more creatures with different powers. That's how Coven triggers. And if you do, you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. So if you have the right circumstances, you can cast lands and creatures from the top of your library with this card. And the nice thing is you look at the top of your library, it's not revealed, so your opponent won't know what you have or don't have, and that is wonderful. We've got Secrets of the Key, we've got Arlen with Teferi here as our foil, and ooh, we have another list card, Jump. Blue for an instant, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Not bad, just a fun little common. But like I said, I'd rather have that than an ad card in the back that's just taking up space and just saying, hey, you should buy magic cards. And I say, what do you think I just did to get this card? But that's a whole other story. Art card, ooh, this is the one we had earlier, but not signed. We have a Foil Plains. Stolen Vitality, creepy art, but good card. Yeah, it's Rush. Arrogant Outlaw, Sassy Vampire Noble, that's great. Might of the Old Ways, pump spell. Phantom Carriage, that reminds me of like Haunted Mansion, that's great. Faithful Mending, hey, that's the art we got, there you go. Dawnheart Wardens, we've seen them. Tireless Hauler, seen a bunch of him. Covetous Castaway, and I believe this should be our rare now. There we go. Hollowed Respite. White and a blue. For a sorcery, exile target non-land creature, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it, otherwise tap it. Okay, so you can do that to someone else to have it poof away if it's attack. Oh no, it's a sorcery, so I guess you can just tap it so you can swing in, which is nice, or you can do your own creature and pump it up. And then if it has a enter the battlefield trigger, that triggers as well. Angler for our foil, and a transform card for our token. Alright, alright. Art card. Ooh, we got the. Oh, hey, and that's signed as well. That's 2. That's awesome. Usually only get like 1. So, that's cool. Got 2 already. Last set boost. I already opened a set box with my wife when it officially came out, and I didn't get any signed cards, so we already made up for it. Bat Whisperer, Vampire Interloper, another reprint in the set. Mounted Dread Knight, Trample, nice. Return to Nature, this is one that you see reprinted in pretty much every set, but it's a good removal for green, good sideboard card. Ominous Roost, nice. Scab Wrangler, okay. Dunheart Mentor, okay, that's a fun one. I don't think we've seen you yet, at least with alternate art. Village Watch, I think the next is our rare. Nope, next one's our rare. Bird Admirer, we've seen you but only in alternate art. Fateful Absence is our rare. 1 and a white for an instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker its controller investigates, which means you create a clue token that you can pay to sacrifice, and you draw a card. We've got Sorin trying to figure things out. I'm guessing he's going to be one of the planeswalkers the next set, because that one's all about vampires, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him later. Path to the Festival is all our foil or shiny, and then we got an Ooze token. Some fun ooze stuff is here as well. Moving right along, moving right along. We got our art card, which is a little werewolf. So this is the pup one that we had. I love that. Plains, how plain. Olivia's a Midnight Ambush. We're getting more black. Need some more blue to balance things out. That's okay. Whoa, but these are all new and slippery. You need to stay. I think my table is at a slight angle, so that doesn't help, but that's okay. Duress, also really common reprinted card you see in a lot of sets, but hey, when you're playing standard or limited, it's just a good card. So, Manic Farmer, got a big old centipede thing that freaks me out. That's actually nice. We draw a card. Necrosynthesis, nice. And we got our Kessa Naturalist again. Ooh, Baneblade Scoundrel. He turns into a werewolf. Baneclaw Marauder, I like that art. That's really cool. Big Hook Angler, we've seen you again. Oh, some more blue. Oh, we got our Ooze. Well, I guess it's a blob, but it's an Ooze creature. 3 green for a mythic rare. Star and Star +1 for its power and toughness. Consuming blob's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. So whatever card types you have in your graveyard, it's going to be its power and toughness, but its toughness gets +1, so if you have none, it at least is a 0/1, so it doesn't die instantly when you cast it, which is nice. At the beginning of your end step, create a green Ooze creature token with this creature's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number +1. So exact same thing, you just get another one, which we had in our last pack. A little Ooze creature token. Bloodright Collectors, our foil, and we got an Elemental. I believe I played a deck that got out a big Elemental creature token that made it like an 11/11 or something with Trample, and well, at that point my board state wasn't good enough to fight that, so I lost. But hey, that's okay. Just a fun little draft on Arena. Our credit guy trying to either get through or escape. Looks like he's trying to get through the gate there. Forest. And hey, oh my gosh. I love when that happens. Locked in the cemetery. Oh, so he got locked in, yeah, so he's trying to get out. I thought he was trying to get through to, like, safety or something, but looks like he got locked in. He's trying to get out. There we go. Thraben Exorcism. This is Kaya. She's also not a Planeswalker card in this set, but I'm guessing she will probably appear in the next set, along with Chandra. In this one, we have Wrenn and 7, Teferi, and Arlen for our Planeswalkers. So I'm guessing in the next set, we're going to have Kaya, Chandra, and... I lost my train of thought. Sorin. Yeah, we have Teferi, Arlen, and Wrenn and 7 in this set, but we have these guys in the art, so I'm guessing they'll be in the next one. Evolving Wilds, first land, Jack-o'-lantern, nice little artifact. Morbid Opportunist, this is a fun one for limited and draft. Ghoulish Percussion, Tireless Hauler again, Outland Liberator, she's a fun one. Shady Traveler, oh my goodness, my cards are going everywhere. And for our rare, we have Croaking Counterpart. I love the art for this card. The little frog trying to be like a little, little helper. He's a little warrior guy with his mounted crane. He's got his hat and his weapon. He's ready to go. 1 green and a blue for a sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target non-frog creature, which there aren't many frogs, except it's a 1/1 green frog, and then it has flashback. So if it has a good ability or effect, you can copy it, except for its power and toughness are probably a lot lower. Pax Betrayal is our foil. And hey, we have another original Innistrad card for our list card, Unburial Rites. 4 and a black for a sorcery. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield and has flashback for 3 and a white. Very nice. That was a fun card in the original set. And flashback is a great mechanic because it's like, hey, I like this card, I will cast it. And later on in the road, when I have a little bit more mana, I will cast it again from my graveyard. Ooh, love that art. Shiny Mountain. Soul Guide Gryff, Stormrider Spirit, Plummet, that's one you see a lot in different sets, just gets rid of flying creatures, Otherworldly Gaze, I was going to say Graze, but I regret it. Blade Stitched Scab, that's a type of zombie you'll see in Innistrad. Normal zombies are ones that are just brought up through necromancy, but scabs are ones that are specifically more abomination type zombies that are stitched together from other various pieces and components. But there we go. And pumps up other zombies. Corpse Couple. Yeah, we got another Shady Traveler, a Veteran, and oh, nope, next is our rare Burly Breaker. Now it's our rare Malevolent Hermit. 2/1 for one in a blue human wizard. You can pay blue to sacrifice him, counter target non-creature spell. This is controlled plays 3, so a fun counter spell on the board, so they can kind of try to work around it. It's got Disturb, so when it dies, you can pay 2 and a blue to transform it into Benevolent Geist. And he's all happy now. 2/2 Spirit Wizard Flying. Creature spells you control can't be countered. Nice. And if it would be put into the graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. Okay, so you can't keep recasting him. Then our foil is Downyard Algem, Zombie Horror, nice, nice. And then we got another Day-Night token card. Fun way to keep track of that, and then the whole board knows if it's day or night. Ooh, that's Arlen. I think that's her alternate art card. For her human side, that's great. Island. Shipwreck Sifters. Geist Wave. Devious Cover-Up. Someone's dead and trying to make it look like a scarecrow. Electric Revelation. Flesh Taker. That card freaks me out. That looks like some kind of horror movie, like from Chainsaw Massacre or something. That one's get some fun art. Audric's Outrider. Audric's a fun card. Rite of Oblivion. Got a guy taking out a werewolf there, or taking on. Tavern Ruffian. I'm guessing this one's our rare. Nope, next one's our rare. We've got our Awakener and Shipwreck March. Got the blue-black of the dual lands, and then we got Morning Patrol. And hey, another list card that's a mythic for Grixis. Nice. 3 blue, black, red for 5/5 zombie warrior, so 6 total. Each creature card in your graveyard has Unearth. You can pay 2 and a black to return the card from play. The creature gains haste. move it from the game at the end of turn, or if it would leave play, unearth only as a sorcery. So you can pay that, bring a guy out for a turn, have it attack, and then it gets exiled. But that's an older card, so they didn't quite have their wording down like they do now, where it's much easier to understand. Well, I guess they have evergreen cards, so that's the nice thing and kind of daunting thing with Magic compared to other games. They will have keyword cards like trample or haste or flying, and if you don't know what those mean, then it's kind of tricky, but once you figure it out, it makes reading cards so much easier compared to having it spell everything out on this giant line of text. So I like it a lot. And they're not hard to understand. Oh, we got the guy that turns himself into a bug creature. I can't remember what it's called, but that's a fun standard card. Mountain. We got our Crossroads Candle Guide. This is Sanctifier. Our Elementalist. Downheart Rejuvenator. Grizzly Ghoul, little zombie bear. Don't see that very often. Rebirth, nice. We got our Bird Admirer again. Tireless Hauler. Gallade Grifter. Ooh, the Celestus. This is a fun card. 3 for a legendary artifact. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as the Celestus enters the battlefield. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, and then you can pay 3 to tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. This is going to be great for my werewolf deck because being able to change it on the fly is going to be great. We got a Crossroads Candle Guide as our foil, and then we have a little wolf as our token for the pack. I gotta keep organizing these because it's gonna drive me crazy, and I wish. Yeah, it looks like this is slanted a bit, so maybe I can sit like this, and this will help. Anyway, on to the next pack. You have to be dramatic and epic when you're doing this. Keeps it fun. Yeah, it is. Oh, we got Ludwig. He was a partner card in the commander set, and now he's got his own card in this set, which is nice. I love when they do stuff like that. Consider the. I keep putting the Griffin up there. He's not. Anyway, Secrets of the Key. Flip the switch. Pull the lever, Crunk. Flip the switch. Candlelight Cavalry. Deathhound or Dreadhound. Excuse me. Nice. Demon Dog. Okay. Infernal Grasp. This is a good removal card. It can hit anything. Well, any creature. You do lose life from it, but hey, when you're playing black, you gotta do what you gotta do. Our Rejuvenator, got Cutthroat, nice. Spell Rune, Painter. For our rare, we have Valdric, Astral Archmage. 1 blue and a red for a 1/2 human wizard. If it's neither day or night, it becomes day as he enters the battlefield. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost X less to cast, where X is his power. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, put a 1/1 counter on him. Okay, so if you're flipping, changing between the two, gets bigger and your spells cost less. And hey, for our foil, we have Sludge Monster, which is a rare. 3 blue for a 5/5 horror. When he enters the battlefield or attacks, put a slime counter on up to 1 other target creature. Non-horror creatures with slime counters on them lose all abilities and have base power and toughness 2/2. You get to start weakening your opponent's forces and make them a lot easier to remove. And then we've got a transform card as our token. Nice. So we got 2 rares from that one. Alright, our art card. Nice. I think we've seen that card before. Mountain. Organ Hoarder. Component Collector. He's a fun card for limited and draft. Oh, Timberland Guide. He was one of my favorite cards when I was getting back into Magic. He's a reprint. Love him. I mean, he's not like super great or anything, but just fun. Blood Thief. Blood Tithe Collector. Blood. Hungry for more. Man, I guess this is a more vampire one. Tavern Ruffian, Infiltrator, Hauler, I guess this is our rare. Yep. Bloodline Culling. 1 black for an instant. Choose one. Target creature gets -5 until end of turn, so you can potentially kill it or make it way weaker. Or creature tokens get -2 until end of turn, so you can either target one big guy and make it weaker, or if your opponent has a bunch of, 2/2 zombie creature tokens with Decayed, or a bunch of 2/2 wolves, you could potentially get a big old board wipe out of that. Our foil is Evolving Wilds. Fun reprinted card that's in lots of sets, and we have a Clue token as our token. A clue as our token. Let's see, how many list cards do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so that's about, I think it's like 5 to 6 per booster box, so we're about right where we should be. Or 5 to 7, I think is what it was. I don't know if that still is. They keep changing how set boosters work, so I never know. Shiny Island. A little homunculus. Unblinking Observer. Never blink, friend, never blink. Startle. Good heavens, there's a hand. I was just fishing. Harvesttide Sentry. Ritual Guardian. Vampire. Solicit. Play with Fire. I thought I was told not to play with fire. Harvesttide Infiltrator. Heirloom Mirror. This is fun, and it transforms into Inherited Fiend. I wasn't expecting that. Tavern Ruffian again, and we have Denick, Pious Apprentice. White and a blue for a 2/3 human soldier is our rare. He has lifelink. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. And then when he dies, you can disturb him to transform him into Denick, Pious Apparition. I almost said the same name again. He becomes a 3/2 with flying. Whenever one or more creature cards are put into graveyard from anywhere, investigate. Can only happen once per turn. If he would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. So that is pretty awesome. He can be a commander. I don't know how fun he would be, but oh hey, look at that. As our foil, we have Slogurg the Overslime. 1 green and a blue for a 3/3 trample. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, put a 1/1 counter on him. Remove 3 +1/+1 counters. Return it to its owner's hand. When he leaves the battlefield, return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, got some fun shenanigans with that, and my camera has flipped again, so I'm going to try to flip it back. There we go. Sorry about that. I keep getting calls today because it's a very crazy, fun day for me, so we got a zombie. Little Decayed zombie. Alrighty, moving on. Yoink. We got 2 rares out of that one. Oh, nice. I think the most we've gotten is 2. I don't think we've gotten 3 rares from a pack. Art card. We got it. Swamp. Tapping at the Window. Shadow Beast Sighting. Candle Trap. We're getting some new ones here. Got our Mask again. Unnatural Moonrise. A fun werewolf card. Clear Shot. Ooh. As our wild card, we got a Mythic from Commander decks. Without the Rot Cleaver, 2 blue black for a 3/3 legendary zombie warrior. Whenever another zombie control dies, if it didn't have Decayed, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a zombie if you do draw a card. Yeah, sounds about right for a commander. Beloved Beggar. We got our Scoundrel again. And then for our rare, we have Rite of Harmony. Whenever a creature or enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, this turn, draw a card. Then it has flashback. And that's for a green and a white. Nice, nice. Our foil is Jack-o'-lantern, and we have Teferi's Emblem as our token. Nice. Oh, that's a foil. These are foils. I need to put those with the foils. I have a system for a reason. And we're getting close to the end. Let's see, we got this one, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, so 6 packs left, including the one I'm holding in my hand. Habootsk! Whoa, Angel. I think that's the black-white Angel. Island. We got our Stuffed Grizzly Bear again. Howl of the Hunt. Duel for Dominance. Got our Candle Witch. Field of Ruin. Different little land card. I need to put the Evolving Wilds over with the foils too. Good heavens, everything's awry. Oh, what am I doing? Anyway. Fading Hope, Tireless Hauler, Burly Breaker, Kissing Naturalist, not in his ultimate art. Ew, were we at the foil already? Seems like we got more, maybe. Willow Geist, a green for a 1/1 Treefolk Spirit. Trample, whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter on him. Whenever he dies, you gain life equal to its power. Nice. Fun. I have a mill deck he might go in, because I also bring things out of the graveyard. Yep, that was our rare. And our foil, and then list card, we have Worn Power Stone. For 3, you get a artifact that comes into play tapped, but then you can tap it to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool, only as a sorcery. Alright. 5 packs to go. Yoink. Boink. Ooh, looks like one of the islands, I'm guessing. Forest. Gavin Trapper. Mirror Slash. Flare of Faith. Dissipate. Intruder. Bird Admirer again. Counter Grove Witch again. Shady Traveler again. Hound Tamer. I believe this is a rare. Yep. Oh, it's a mythic. 3 white for an angel. 3/3 flying. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, return up to 2 target creature cards with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yeah, not great, actually. I mean, it's fine for, like limited or draft or something. It's a 3/3 flying, and you get stuff back. But the hard thing is you have to cast it, so you either have to bounce it back to your hand and then play it again. Usually it's better if it just says when it enters the battlefield, that happens. That would make it so much better. But that's okay. Seize the Storm. And a fun little game card. 4 packs left. Let's go. Boop. The nice thing with Magic is you don't have to do any trick. Oh, there's Tol'vrin. With the packs, they just come in order from their rarity. Normally, if it was a draft booster, it would have, 10 commons, 3 uncommons, and then your rare. But if you get 9 commons, then you get a foil at the back. So that's fun. But with set, like I said, it's a little different because these are just for opening packs and having fun. Obsessive Astronomer, that's a fun one. Oh, we got our wild card is yet another card from the Commander decks. Visions of Duplicity. 2 and a blue for a sorcery. Exchange control of 2 target creatures you don't control, and then it has flashback. That can be for cheaper. That's nice. Harvest-Tide Infiltrator. Grifter, put you where you're supposed to go. Alright, for our rare we have Rem Carolus Stalwart Slayer. 1 red and a white for a 2/3 legendary human knight. Flying haste. If a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. If a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much +1 instead. Nice. Get some fun little shenanigans with that. Homestead is our foil and a transform card for our token. Alright, 3 more. Dun 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 dun, getting to the end. Hey! Just got art for you. Nice. Blink. Defenestrate, Raise of Effigy, Burn the Accursed, Pestilent Wolf, Moon Silver Key, that's new. Haven't seen that one yet. Lunar Frenzy, that's also new. Storm, Skrillex, I believe you're one of the first cards we got. Tireless Hauler, Mind Patrol, I believe this next one's our rare. Yep. Memory Deluge, 2 blue for an instant. Flip the top X cards of your library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast the spell. Put 2 of them on the bottom in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and it has flashback, so you can get more out of it with the flashback. And we got our 2 little farmers here as our foil, and we have another ooze for our token. Alright, last 2 packs. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, that wasn't a great tear. I'm so ashamed of myself, I couldn't even tear open the pack. I got a little dragon here. Red dragon. Island, Immobilization, Brimstone Vandal, Festival Crasher, Bounding Wolf, Seize the Storm, Arcane Infusion, from Alchemist. I believe this is our wild card. Rejuvenator. Guard. Oh, here's our rare. Okay. Geist Flame, Reservoir, yep. 2 and a red for an artifact. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you put a charge counter on it. You can pay 1 and a red to tap it, remove any number of charge counters from it. It deals that much damage to any target. And you can do the same and tap it, exile the top card of your library. You can play that card this turn. Fun little shenanigans with instant sorceries. And hey, for our foil, we have Ludwig. We got blue and a black for a 2/3 legendary human wizard. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, you mill a card, which means you put the top card of your library into your graveyard. You can pay X, blue, blue, black, black to exile X creature cards from your graveyard. Transform him. X can't be 0. Activate only as a sorcery. And then, woo, falling all over the place. He becomes Olag, Ludwig's Hubris. That's funny. Becomes a 4/4. As this creature transforms into Olag, it becomes a copy of a creature card exiled with it, except its name is the same. It's 4/4 and it's legendary, blue and black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. For a number of 1/1 counters on him equal to the number of cards exiled with it. Nice. And then we have a zombie as our token. And last pack. Let's hope for something awesome. Well, you always hope for something awesome, but hey, it's the last pack. This would be a great way to cap off the box. Something great. Oh, you got a little hungry zombie friend there trying to eat the brain out of the jar. Love that. No Way Out, Max Betrayal, Wolfie, Pyre, Purifying Dragon, getting rid of those zombies, Tavern Ruffian, Shadow Witch, Overwhelmed, and this is our rare. Yep, oh, hey. Hostile. I love that card. It's a land, mythic rare, tap for colorless. You can pay 1 and tap it to sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on it. Then, if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, remove those counters and transform it. Activate only as a sorcery, and it transforms into Creeping In. It's a artifact creature, horror construct, 3/7. When it attacks, you may exile a card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, or X is the number of creature cards exiled to Creeping In. You can pay for it to have it phase out. That's pretty great. Our foil is Famished Foragers, and then we have a Tree Folk as our token. Awesome. Fun stuff. Got some great cards. Alright, and that will do it for our Innistrad Midnight Hunt set booster box. Hope you had fun. I sure know I did. Just great opening packs and seeing what you get. Some will be great for my commander decks. Didn't hit any of the Planeswalkers, unfortunately. I would have loved to get an Arlen Cord, but hey, I can just buy the single. And if you're looking to get into Magic, I recommend that you start off with pre-constructed decks with whichever format you're wanting to get into, and then if you're wanting to get specific cards, don't open up boxes or packs, buy the singles. It's going to be a lot easier. You know, you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you can get something really awesome, sometimes not so much. It just depends. But I love to do this. I think it's a lot of fun. I hope you had fun watching what I opened today too, and I'll see you guys next time when I have another box to open. And like I said, I'm going to be I'm going to be making some how-to-play videos here in a little bit with Yu-Gi-Oh!, Digimon, Pokemon, Magic, and any other games you guys want to learn how to play. I would love to do those as well. I just haven't had time yet, so I'll be making those as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment and like the video if you liked it. Let me know what other packs or games you'd like me to open or to talk about, and I'll be sure to get on that. So, see you next time.